You can't talk discovery and innovation in New Jersey unless you talk about going overseas and engaging in potential partnerships. And we're joined by Wes Mathews, President and CEO of Choose New Jersey. This is part of our Discovery and Innovation series. Wes, great to have you with us.
Thank you, Steve.
Now, again, we're talking about discovery and innovation in New Jersey. You and the team, along with Governor Murphy and a whole range of others, and I believe Choose was the key coordinator in this, went to East Asia for what, and why is it so related to discovery and innovation in New Jersey, please?
Yeah, thanks again, Steve, for having me on. So East Asia, the countries there are tremendous partners of New Jersey's, not just now, not just over the last few years, but over decades. So when we talk about some of our key trade and investment partners globally, that conversation can't happen without the likes of Japan, Korea, Taiwan, mainland China, all in that conversation. Again, if you look at each of those countries or island territories individually, they are key contributors to our economy, and they have been for decades. So it was a economic mission we wanted to do for several years. The pandemic got in the way, and we were very lucky, fortunate to be able to put this on with the governor and our largest delegation to date on this overseas mission.
Before Mary jumps in, let me try this, Wes, because I've often thought that when it comes to going overseas like this, and I don't know whether people call it a trade mission, I don't care what you call it, but you're there to engage and connect with people and build relationships. From your perspective, what is the connection, the correlation, Wes, between leadership, successful partnering, and building relationships with people you've never met before, please?
Yeah, I think what's probably most important there is that you have a common vision for your economies and your countries or state in our regard. So for New Jersey, those relationships that I say we've had over decades, we might have taken them for granted over the last 20 years. And so it was important to us to signal more than anything, to send that signal to Japan, Korea, and Taiwan that you are important to New Jersey, you're important to our economy, you're important to our academic institutions. And what we are trying to create here, as the governor often calls this innovation-fueled economy, that those countries have done or are in the process of doing, that we wanted to model and learn from, and also share some of our lessons learned. So I think more than anything, it's a very important signal to these countries around the world. And, just being, cold-blooded about it, every other state in the country is also waving their flag abroad increasingly these days. And so it's really important for New Jersey to do that. And I feel we probably have the best value proposition and are led by a governor and folks in state administration and here in my organization, frankly, that have that experience doing that abroad over either their careers currently or in previous careers. We wanted to take advantage of it, and we felt we have a small window of time here to reestablish ourselves and our primacy in these areas.
This edition of Lessons in Leadership is made possible by the Buccino Leadership Institute at Seton Hall University, Prager Metis, Valley Bank, the International Union of Operating Engineers, Local 825, the North Ward Center, the New Jersey Sharing Network, Delta Dental of New Jersey, the Helix, Fedway Associates, Inc., the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, Veolia, Resourcing the World, Choose New Jersey, and Seton Hall University, showing the world what great minds can do since 1856.
This is Mary Gamba. If you want more leadership tips and tools, log on to stand-deliver.com. That's stand-deliver.com.
Promotional support for this edition of Lessons in Leadership with me, Steve Adubato, and my colleague Mary Gamba has been provided by NJ.com, NJBIA and New Jersey Business Magazine, CIANJ and Commerce Magazine, and the Meadowlands Chamber and Meadowlands Media.